We are the OTS HR Consultancy. We have 5 members in this group. Me being Tenzing Samulama, Shiru Suna Sai, Sohad Bandari, Subham Garg, and Mahesh Bahari. So you must be wondering who we are. Who are we? Okay, we are OTS. OTS stands for on the spot. Why do we name it on the spot? It's because we find the problems on the spot, and we try to find a solution right there and there. And also the solution also is very effective. It's a very effective outcomes comes out of it. Okay, so we are the OTS on the spot HR Consultancy, and we are one of the leading consultancy group in London, UK. We have worked and experienced working with big corporations and firms, but let's talk about cafes since we are going to be talking about Cafe Espresso. So we've worked with Starbucks and Costa Cafe. Okay, we're experts in the CSR sector, and CSR sector is one of the essential aspects in any organization or any business in this world, in the economy nowadays. And most of our employees working in OTS are specialized in performance and talent management. And we believe that us, the OTS, can give your company the right amount and the effective internal and external outcomes that you are expecting. Okay, now I'll give you a little brief introduction about your company. Your company was the leading company in the cafe house industry in London in 1990s, but sadly the value of your company has lowered in 2005. And we'll tell you why and what are the issues that you guys face, and that Mahesh will be talking about.
According to some more say that your company was at the highest height by 1990s, and by 2005 it is in declining position due to this reason. First issue, high turnover rate of employees. In your company, there is high turnover rate of employees because of inflexible time provided to the employee, especially students, where 34% employee are students, and out of those 34 students, 65 are international students. And staff, they are low paid. And second, Cafe Espresso bar are outdated, and also the range of coffee is limited. You are using the same technology you are using in 1980s. So now you have to change your machine and strategy. And your coffee, you have limited varieties of coffee, so you have to change the varieties of coffee. Now to overcome this issue, our restaurant is
So Marcus, who is the Chief Executive of Cafe Espresso, has considered these 3 priorities to gain sustainable competitive advantage, which are system, customer service, and people. So in system, so customer feedback being one of the main concern. So your company can change the offline strategy to online strategy by sending emails to your customers for feedback. Now, this strategy which we recommend goes beyond the survey, basic survey questions or feedback forms. Now, second is talent management should be considered. Obviously, talent today is very much considered by the organizations, and in today's hyper-competitive and global economy, talent should be considered. So companies now spend over 1/3 of their revenues into employee wages and benefits. So now lowering the prices, the competitors will follow the same. By going to the lucrative market, the competitors will follow the same. So but replicating a high quality or highly engaged workforce is difficult to replicate. So therefore, Cafe Espresso should effectively hire, retain, deploy, and engage talent at all levels, because it is certainly the true competitive advantage an organization can follow. So we as a consultancy will be providing training to the employees, also for the future managers, and we'll also be providing coaching, mentoring, and feedback session. We'll also design effective compensation and recognition systems so that the employees would be rewarded, such as non-financial rewards for their career and development planning. Next is learning and development and performance management. Well, this both falls under talent management. Learning and development is a process where the employees can further develop their skills and abilities, while on the other hand, performance management, it is like it focuses on both people and organization, and it helps to build a culture in which the individuals can develop, like individuals working in the Cafe Espresso will take the responsibility in order to for the continuous improvement with their own skill, knowledge, and like in Cafe Espresso, 65% of their employees are international students, so there's cultural diversity as well. So they can also exchange their cultures, and they can also be knowledge sharing by sharing new innovative ideas and technologies. That way, not only the individual will be benefited, but also the organization as a whole will be benefited. Now for the customer service, I'd like to call Sohar.
Thank you. Well, class, I have got a philosophy for this topic. An ancient philosopher said that, said that a man cannot chase a rabbit, a man cannot chase two rabbits in a certain time. Similarly, Cafe Espresso tried to chase a lot of customers in their era. They got what they wanted, but this time, this new era, the beginning of new generation, they all failed due to these two lack of these two components. Can anyone tell me what is this customization strategy where they can customize their product according to the customer individually needs? Anyone in the class?
As per the tastes and preferences of customers.
Exactly, but not correct.
Exactly.
But not the correct answer. Exactly, that is the point, but not the correct answer. Anyone, sir, if you want to try?
I mean, every customer have their own preferences, right?
Yes, sir.
So if I come, I want that, that to be implemented, so that
Yes, sir.
I further come and,
These
repeat
two studies we OTS HR made for Cafe Espresso, especially to develop the habit of customers. Since, let me take my example. If I visit Cafe Espresso, then my taste would be different. I could have 2 spoons of sugar rather than that sachets. Yeah. So we will now make the cards for those customers and provide them their facility. By this, what the point means exactly. Now, whenever they visit our Cafe Espresso, they will get exactly their same taste, their preference, their style. That is our main goal, main target. And this will be computerized and will be targeted whole UK, 550 stores, I guess.
What if you want something else?
Sorry? Orkutema, you can make another info in that part. That will be done in that machine already. The next thing, customer can be valued through an emotional approach. Well, again, I want to give an example of myself. If I'm bored, and I see every time English people walking around me, since I'm from Nepal, then they will say me hello, hi, bye, so on. Same thing, I will get the same taste from that coffee station. Again, they will say hello, hi, and so on. It makes me bored all the time, listening to same words, same people, and so on. Let us change those mind, thinking of people. Let us bring tradition. If I am from Nepal, then I should be getting namaste in place of hello. So we'll change those kind of taste through this second point of our strategy. These two strategies were made thanks to our OTS, and the next point will be further explained by Sangu.
Okay, So I'm going to be talking about people. Okay, the issues faced is that there was high turnover rates in the employees part. So now I'll be talking about there are two major types of people. There are temporary employees and permanent employees. First, let's talk about temporary employees. Temporary employees, what you guys have to do, what your company have to do is give performance-related pay, because most of the temporary employees, they're just working there because they just want to work for that per given time only. They don't really think about the long term. So it's basically all short terms. So then what you guys have to do is you guys also have to give temporal flexibility, because most of the temporary employees are students. Like as in your report, it says that 34% of your employees working in Cafe Expressos are students, and out of those 34, there are 65% are international students. So they're just there to work while they're studying. And also why this flexibility should be given is because they might have like works to be done, so then it has to be according to them, not according to them, but according to both the parties, the company itself, the cafe itself, and the employees working too. So then that kind of enhances the motivation level. And then, like I said, 34% are students, right? And now those 65% are international students. So that kind of shows cultural diversity, which is a good thing because you guys are kind of doing it. So it's really good. So let's go into the permanent employee sector now. Permanent employee sectors are basically employees that are loyal to your company and that are going to stay for the long run. So what you have to do is, they don't really think about money. Okay, people do think about money, but these type of employees that you have, think about their career and how they can develop their career according to Cafe Expresso. So what you guys can do is non-financial reward. This kind of saves your cost too, because now they don't really want to increase their salary, but instead they want non-financial reward, such as career management, career opportunities and development, such as training. And also what you guys can do is also give out awards like Employee of the Month, and that also enhances the motivation level, which will eventually let them perform better, and hence your quality service towards your customers become good. Okay, now I'd like to call Subham.
So, apart from the three sectors that have been discussed above, which are the major requirements of the company, we also provide some additional advices for Cafe Expresso that may be related to interior design of Cafe Expresso. As they have defined in the case study or the research which have been provided to us, we have seen that the Cafe Expresso is facing a lot of traditional interior designing methods. So that can be managed out in the sense that there are people around. Coffee shop is a place where every kind of people appears, like from family to friends to people who are silent readers, people who are working on laptops, etc. So in that case, the ambience as well as the interior design of Cafe Expresso should be made in such a way that it should be partitioned everywhere. A people who is coming with his family can sit at the right place, a people who want to listen to music system can sit at the right place, and the rest of the each as they prefer. Secondly, I would like to say unforgettable customer experience, which can be recognized by ambience as well, and maintaining ethical practices, like it's exactly related to the ethical practices exactly related to diversified employees which they can recruit. Suppose a Cafe Expresso is a place where every culture people appears. Not only the people of Europe, in fact people of like Indians, Nepalese, Bhutanese, everywhere. So they should recruit people of different religion. So for example, whenever I go, I should be given an employee who generally belongs to an Indian religion, so that I can be more comfortable with him and I can find that society which I really need. After this, cost estimation. After providing so much of strategies and so much of methods, so innovative ideas, what you companies think, what the company at an overall thing is, when they are providing so much of ideas, what would be the cost? Cost. Every time that mind strikes to them that might be the cost is high, So the cost at an overall is total of 13,980, which I guess is the reasonable cost. Coming across the segregation of the cost, we have come across this method The first day meeting with the clients would appear to be pound 0. Secondly, the research work, which would take 2 days of time, and that would cost per day $100, 100 pounds, which is equal to 200 pounds. The fourth day meeting comprises of a draft that will deal whether the company wants to sign an agreement with the HR consultancy or not. This would cost rupees pound 1500, and the fifth is the final draft or the final proposal that will be proposing in front of the company. That would cost rupees pound 3000. Therefore, the overall cost would be pound 4700. After the proposal has been issued and the contract has been signed, we are here to propose the training session into the company. The training session would require a number of consultants, number of days work, and the charges per hour, whereas the day's work would be 8 hours per day. The first graph, that is this cone-shaped graph, you can see right over there, the pink one. The pink one recognizes the number of consultants hired in people sector. People sector, the number of consultants hired are 2. In system it is 1, and in customer service it is 2 again. And the number of days the people would be working is 8, 6 and 7 respectively. And the charges per hour would be 30 pounds, 20 pounds and 40 pounds per hour. Next. Thus, while targeting all these 3 sectors, we would like to take an overall view of the cost estimation. That is, in place of people it would be pound 3840, in place of system it would be 960, and in place of customer service it would be 4480. Thus, it would lead to a total of pound 13,980. The cost is reasonable, and also we have taken out this cost to make it reasonable for the company as well. In the sense, it will not only make the cost minimized, but what strategy we have applied is, we will just train the staff of the headquarters, and the headquarters staff will train the people of rest 550 stores, so that would be a motivation for the employees as well, which are being employed in the Cafe Espresso, and that would make them learn something. Rest. There's, at the end we come to our project plan, which is like all over a 1-week plan, which includes everything. So that all the things would go simultaneously. Like fixing and improving the business problems would include 3 of our members. Here we have also seen that there is no specialization of a single member. So the reason behind not providing them an advisor or a single advisor is that they can get advices from 2 or 3 talents. They can get advices from 2 or 3 specialized consultants. So coming across this, we would say that fixing and improving the business problems would take 1 week time and would employ 3 of our consultants. Training the employees would also take 1 week time. That would also acquire 1, 2, 3 and 4 of our consultants. Giving advice and recommendation to increase productivity or revenue would require 3 days. That would also acquire 3 of our consultants. Improvement of ambience would require 2 days. That require 2 of our consultants. And influence to manager employees would require 2 days. That would require 3 of our consultants as well. Thank you. Any queries?
Thank you.
Why?
Time was exactly 19 minutes.